Good morning, everybody. Timer today is Monday, March 31st, 2025. I, of course, am here with the Daily Mortgage Rate Update, the only place on the web where we talk live about what's going on with rates and pricing each and every weekday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Remember, you can join me on Facebook or on YouTube. If you would like a quick reminder that I'm going live, you can go ahead and sign up for a text alert. It's absolutely free. You can, of course, unsubscribe at any time. hmmr.io/reminder, or use this cool QR code. If you're on your phone, take a screenshot and then you can go into your photos and that QR code will still work. I think that's the coolest thing. QR codes used to be so useless. I'll say this like every time. They used to be so useless and now they've come such a long way. So if you're here live, say good morning. If you are watching on the replay, don't forget, just give me a hashtag replay in the comments. Let me know that you were here. Let the platform, Facebook or YouTube, know that you were here. Whether you're here live or on the replay, don't forget to go ahead and if you're on Facebook, smash that like button, maybe tag an LO friend, possibly click that share button. Share this post in one of your mortgage groups. And if you are on YouTube, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe. Click the thumbs up as well, right? So let's go ahead and say hi to all the live folks here. Who are my friends here this morning? How was your weekend? Let me know in the comments. Hope you all are doing well. Good morning, Mr. James Mahan. Let me move this over here so I'm not craning my neck as much. Cindy Pulliam, good morning. Back to the grind. Good news on the grind, though, y'all. We've definitely seen things turn 180 degrees. I'll be talking more about that. Very different from what we talked about on Friday morning, and I want to tell you why. So, Angela Walters, good morning. Tim Klyla, great to see you, sir. Rob Stewart, good morning. Jay Rodriguez, hope all is well with you and your family, my friend. Sean Segaloff, what's up? It's hammer time. That's right, baby. Tom Dedmore, good morning. Mark Clark. Ron Siegel says today is National Tater Day. I can get behind that one, Ron. I love taters. They're really not good for you at all. There's not a lot of benefit to them, right? But man, I do love me a tater. I love French fries. I love baked potatoes. I love hash browns. I love potato chips. How do you not love taters? More to Mallory Fodiatis, Megan Lindberg, Randy Teagle. So there's a question of the day. What's your favorite preparation for taters? What's your favorite way to cook a tater? Potato chips, potato. What is your favorite prepared tater? Chips, fries, hash browns, baked. So I'm throwing it up there. What is the question of the day? What is your favorite tater? Since Siegel says today is that National Tater Day. I'm throwing it up there, saving it, putting it on the bottom. Bear with me. I'm doing all this happy stuff for y'all. Doing this for you guys so we can have some fun. So today is National Tater Day. How do you like your taters? We'll circle back and talk about those at the end as well. So Mallory Fotiadis, Megan Lindberg, good to see you. Randy Tico, giddy up, sir. Jerry Villa, good morning. You're here on time, man. Good to see you. Kyle Mazikas, good morning. Deb Dickinson, Jessica Wells, hello. Alan Christian, what's up, Beefcake? Candido Diaz, good morning, sir. Greta Cheney, Amy Blauser, Tom Stafford said Rockets at it again. Yeah, we can circle up on that. Those of you that are brokers, didn't UWM sell their servicing to Mr. Cooper? Right? At one time, it might not have been that way forever, but I know it was one time. And now Rocket buying Mr. Cooper, kind of ironic, isn't it? You know how much Ishbia hates Rocket. Good morning, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys answer the question about what's your favorite way to cook a tater. And for those of you that don't eat taters, what's wrong with you people? And then let's go ahead and get started and talk about all the fun stuff. So let me pull up the captions. And if I missed you this morning, I'm sorry that I missed you. So, all right, here's a quick recap. On Friday, we saw a huge reversal, 180 degrees. Let me go ahead and pull up the screen. We'll go over this in a little more detail. So take a look here. Let me zoom in. Take a look here, and you can see this. Here was Friday, right? So if you remember, Friday morning, we had a bit of volatility early, and my outlook was to lock loans closing in the near term and consider locking even loans that were 15 to 30 days. What we had seen, look at this path that we had seen, right? We had seen mortgage bonds after the Fed meeting. They had up here, they had kind of what do you call it? Right here, they peaked, right? So after the Fed meeting, they had peaked. Then you see how they go down. and we saw them going down here. And that's, we were basically, we had broken this 200-day moving average. And then Friday, we started the day, right? So on Thursday, we ended at 101.25. Friday, we started the day up 101.40, but we'd seen a lot of volatility on Friday, right? If we do a 2-day, you could really see in the morning, it was like kind of stagnating. Well, bonds improved through the day, and we saw quite a few reprices better. In fact, if you got reprices better, let me know in the comments. There were about 30 reprices better on Friday, and you know that it takes a lot more movement to see a reprice better for most lenders than it does to see reprices worse. Now, on Friday, I sent a text alert that basically said, "Hey, I'm going to click this, but it's going to bounce the screen, and let me move this over, and we'll go back to this." So, all right, so I sent out a text alert on Friday that said, "Stocks fell off a cliff today, with traders freaking out over hotter than expected inflation and souring consumer." I'll move this over here. Souring consumer. I got too many things open here. Hold on a minute. Sentiment, and how next week's Liberation Day will play out. So Liberation Day is Trump's words. It's what he's calling Wednesday, April 2nd, when he's going to come out with more tariff policy, implementing more tariffs, and we'll come back on that. So just when things are getting dark, this was a ray of light and kicked the door open for floating again. Many reprices better today, and if gains continue Monday, rate sheets could continue to improve. Now, that's why it's so important that you get the text alerts, because things change, and they can change quickly and on a dime. So if you're not signed up for the text alerts, www.ratetextalerts.com. They're $7 a month. You can use this cool QR code over here. Again, if you're on your phone, take a screenshot, come back to it later. But if you don't get the text alerts, you need to get them, because the market is moving. And this week, we're going to see more volatility as well, because we've got that whole Liberation Day thing happening on Wednesday, where Trump is going to go ahead and knock it out of the park with some more tariffs, right? And markets are freaking out over this. They are quietly panicking over what's going on here. There's comments like this one. Let's see. I was looking for the particular comment that was really quite cool. But anyway, I don't know which article it was on. It's all about the tariff uncertainty. Jefferies strategist Mohit Kumar said the negative scenario for the market would be that April 2nd just marks the starting point of negotiation, and we have an extended period of negotiations where there's not much clarity on the tariff structure. Markets don't like this uncertainty. They're also afraid of a stagflation scenario where inflation is rising, but the economy is falling, and we're seeing signs of that. So there's a lot of intensifying worries about the impact of U.S. tariffs. Gold topped a record. Treasuries rallied. Take a look at this Treasury yield. We're at 4.20 right now. We can round it down to say 4.19 for a moment. Take a look here, and let me put this screen so that you guys can get the whole thing. Hold on a minute. I'm moving this over. Let me just get rid of that for a second and move this over. Okay, so take a look here. Just a couple of days ago, look at where we were at, right? As I bring this up here, look at where we were at. It had started on March 20th down here, 4.23, and then we were at 4.26, 4.35, 4.32, 4.35, 4.36. So it was working its way up, and then boom, Friday it dropped, ending the day at 4.24. And now you're below 4.2, right? So this is a big deal to watch the 10-year yield dropping like this. All that money, we don't usually see the flight to safety like this, like we have in quite a while. So a lot of that money going into safe havens. Now, there is some argument. It's the end of March, the end of the quarter, and the end of the month. So you have some portfolio jockeying going on anyway. But this is definitely signs of a much bigger picture and a much bigger market sentiment. Now, remember something. Market sentiment is fickle. So as long as markets believe that we're going to be concerned about with this week, you've got Liberation Day with the tariff stuff on Wednesday. Then you've got the big jobs report on Friday. And if that jobs report comes in weak, that's going to help rates improve even further to some of the better levels that we've seen. So take a look here at the Daily Feather. Ron Siegel knows all about Danielle DiMartino Booth. And in today's Daily Feather, she's really kind of pointing out some reasons why it is a good, acceptable to believe that unemployment is going to rise, that the labor market is going to be in some trouble. There's different reports that she, points to, and she is much, much, much more into the technicals and things like this than I am. But she talks about how the higher unemployment expectations jumped 18 percentage points to 72%. They're worst since February 2009. Taken together, this minus 76% spread represents a cycle low on par with April 2020's minus 74% prior to the depths plumbed in the 3 prior recessions. So, basically Danielle DiMartino Booth talking about how the current writing on the wall, the tea leaves, if you will, pointing to a weak economy. Of course, if she's seeing that, she's sharing that with other economists. Other people are reading this. Other people are coming to the similar conclusion, and all of that having a big effect on that. So, of course, Rocket is supposed to buy Mr. Cooper. I won't get into too much about that. It's not market affecting, so it's not my wheelhouse. But you got to get to the consumer first, y'all. That's why if you're not part of Grab and Go social media is one of the strongest ways to get to the consumer first. And when I say social media, it's all encompassing, but all the platforms are different. You've got Facebook, which is more like digital networking. You've got YouTube, which is more like edutainment. You've got TikTok and Instagram Reels, where you can be picking up audience and be getting in front of new consumers. If you are not if you are not utilizing social media, if you're not sure where to start, if you're looking for content, definitely check out Grab and Go Social. You can still get into the pre-sale for $7 until we launch it tomorrow. So make sure you go ahead and go to www.grabandgosocial.com or use this QR code or hmmr.io/GGS. Sean Segaloff is definitely using the system, and he says it is awesome. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate that. I'm going to take a quick screenshot. Well, I'll get us a screenshot of it later. Actually, give me a minute. We'll dig this. So, hold on. I'm going to get rid of my screen share. There we go. Where's my all right. There you go. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate you, my friend. We need some testimonials to launch it anyway. We're not hard launching it, though. We're going to keep it open at full price soon, but we want to make sure you guys are getting all the attention. We want to finish the dashboard. Anyway, go check that out, y'all. We appreciate it. The shortcuts hack. I saw that, Ron. I saw you using a lot of that, man. That's awesome. So I'm glad that you could pick up something from it. I've seen you using it, and I think it matters to have your brand on it. So anyway, back to what's going on, y'all. We're only 14 minutes in. I keep thinking we're longer. So anyway, showing you back on what's on the screen. Right now we definitely let me throw the lock advice up there, and let me get the lock advice up there the right way. Hold on a minute. I got to refresh it here. So, cautiously float the rest. Okay. All right. I'm going to put this up here. Oh, Mallory, thank you so much. You got a Google lead. That's awesome. So happy to hear that. Yeah. You guys are. I'll tell you, it's only going to get better. The whole dashboard thing. We're working on it this whole quarter. So, and Mallory, that is an originator success tool being found on Google, man. And guys, it's going to be even more of an issue on that. Let me show you. There's some reason to be excited. Home buyers tiptoe back in, even as rates and prices stay high. I don't like that the zoom on this one's a pain in the neck. Hold on a minute. No. That's all right. I'll just move it around. House tours and loan applications are up. A sign the market's stirring back to the life, blah, blah, blah. There is some truth to this. We're getting into the spring market, and these rates are going to be good for the spring market. So you got to get out there. But as far as where rates go, take a look here. Right, Mortgage News Daily, 6.76 on Friday is what they were reporting. Today they'd be closer to that 6.72 or 7.1, kind of the best levels. Look at how they really didn't move much though. 6 3/4 to 6 7/8. We were within an eighth of a point in rate. Rates are really kind of stable. Yes, you're seeing movement from pricing, but rates themselves are stable. But what we're looking for, depending on how momentum goes this week, can mortgage-backed securities break through this 101.50 level, and can we see the best rate sheets that we've seen this year? I don't know if we'll get back to those September levels that we're back here. I doubt it yet. We need to see really weak labor market data. But depending on how markets react to all this tariff stuff coming out on Wednesday, and so far, when you look at the headlines, they're not liking it. There's a lot of concern. Everything at stake for equity investors this week. A little dramatic, but yet kind of true. All right. So, stocks have really taken it on the chin. President Trump said he plans to start his reciprocal tariff push with all countries, curbing speculation that he could limit the initial scope. So what Trump did before was like with the Canadian and Mexican tariffs, he was going to put them in, and then at the last minute, he pulled the plug on them. Don't think he couldn't not do that again. All right. Again, I don't care if you love Trump or hate Trump. Doesn't matter. What we're talking about is how is this all going to play out and for mortgage rates, right? Trump has absolutely shown that he has no problem flip-flopping and saying that, going 100 miles an hour and then hitting the brakes and making a left turn. So if we see that, you have to be ready for for rates to move on that. You'd have to be ready to see something and to be locking on that. Loans closing near term. But on a deeper picture, on a wider picture, we don't know which direction things are going from here. We could see some of the best rates of the year in a month. So we have to wait and see how that goes. Yes, I hear you. Let Millie girl. Hold on. Come on, Millie girl. Come on. I'm in the middle of my live. Really? You gotta be louder now? Oh, big stretch. I know. It's her world. I just work here. So anyway, as we're taking a look at this, we've kind of hit all the different elements. Yes, it's labor market week. We're going to get JOLTS data. The ADP report's not going to matter. We're going to get the big BLS jobs report on Friday. Wednesday is going to be crazy because we're going to see how all this tariff stuff goes. And all the talk ahead of time, all this concern ahead of time right now is helping bonds, helping, the 10-year treasury yield. We want to watch this 10-year treasury yield, see how low it goes. 4.16 was the lowest that we got to right over here on Monday, March 3rd. So about a month ago. You can wait a minute. They're noisy. So we want to see if we get there again. Yes, I hear you. Come here. No, I'm not getting you yet. So, all right, my friends. Well, that's it for me. I think we've gone long enough. Hopefully the world's good. Let's go ahead and see what was your favorite taters. Let's go back into the answers. Let's see what y'all said were your favorite taters. And let me scroll through. I'm getting there. Hold on a minute. Tom Stafford, he said tater tots. How could I miss tater tots? They're like little mini hash browns. Garlic mashed or breakfast home fries. Definitely loving that. Battered French fries. Battered. And I don't like the battered ones, but I do love it with fries. Loaded fries. Mahan's he's getting to my heart. Sour cream, chives, bacon, cheese. Amber's another tots. Tots are big down here in the South. Sean Segaloff, making it myself. Home fries are twice baked. That said, I've rarely made a bag of potato chips. I haven't finished them. I know potato chips are so fattening and so terrible for you. Good morning, Mr. Nathan Einkorn. Randy Teakle, a loaded baked tater, man. Mallory Fotiadis, I don't discriminate. I love taters just about any way that you can cook them for nostalgia. I love fried taters. Yeah, man. Cindy Pulliam, she said all of them. Yeah, all that UWM and Mr. Cooper servicing. It's kind of funny that loan serviced by, and that's why, guys, I do promote our stuff. I'm not going to lie. You got to be a member of Originator Success. We keep you in front of all your past clients. In fact, it'll either go out today or tomorrow. We're kind of debating what we think is going to have a better open rate for the Keep in Touch campaign to keep you in front of your past clients. You have got to stay in front of your past clients right now more than ever because everybody is soliciting them. I don't care if they say they're not going to solicit them or not. You can't let that business, and as rates are creeping lower, there's refis again. They're not going to be tremendous, but there are refis. You got to go get them. So, but let's go back to Ron says taters are a good source of protein. Are they really? I didn't think taters had protein. I thought they were a carb. I'm gonna have to call foul on that one. I have to look there. Tim says it's gonna be a very loud panic soon. So that's to circle back. He's not talking about taters. He's talking about tariffs. And yeah, that'll help. Today is triple witching day, Ron. You're absolutely right. The end of the quarter, the end of the month. So we are there. All right, my friends. I'm gonna take some screenshots of all the wonderful things you guys said. But in the meantime, he's pushing a snowball down a hill and is going to lose control of this. Yeah. I don't know. There's a bunch of things. Cats don't speak. Dude, I'm telling you, man, this cat, where you at? Where you at? They speak English. They understand us, and then they speak to us, but we don't understand them. Julie Lawrence said mashed taters, homemade fries. I like homemade fries. Ron Siegel's with Mallory about her taters. Bobby Searson, any way you can get them. Yeah, taters are just that it. So, all right, well, y'all, forgive me. I'm going to take a couple quick screenshots. I appreciate y'all being so kind about Grab and Go Social, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. So bear with me a minute. I'm just pulling up your chats, and then I will hit end on this thing. So I'm just going to up. Yes, I hear you, Miss. I hear you, Miss Millie. I'm taking screenshots, and then we're going to end the live. I hear you. Tell me she doesn't talk, y'all. All right. I got all the pictures. Thanks again. I'll see you guys tomorrow.